Why are we all so afraid of each other? Why, when I am walking on the street, I'm walking my dogs, I'm about to go say hello to my neighbor, he scurries inside. He tries to not make any eye contact with me. He acts like he doesn't see me. You saw me, all right. You saw me. You saw me. Why? Why has our world come to this? Especially in today's day, it is weird to pass a stranger sometimes. It is weird when your neighbor is outside, you want to get inside. The world has really changed, and I can't speak from a perspective of being here before the times have changed. So that's why, like, you people that are older than me and have lived through the technology era have so much more, wisdom on this. But even as just somebody who can look at a broader world view, I know that we are becoming more hermits than ever. And I just think it's sad because, like, there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's not awkward unless you make it awkward, like that old saying, like even just like walking on the street. Like I said, I'm very extroverted now. I love when I can smile at someone or like say hi. The amount of times, now I don't know if this is because people are scared or if they're just flat out rude, the amount of times I'm like, hello. Nothing. Sometimes people will even look at me, and I don't live in a very diverse place like I was living back in Chicago where, okay, they might not speak English, they might not know that hello means hi in English. These people speak English, and they just don't want to say hi to other people. And it makes me sad because we used to be so united as a species. We used to, like, I just think about movies, and I think movies are, they give such a good representation of what community could look like, where, in random scenes you see people walking into their house and they're just like, hello, like, why doesn't that happen anymore? When I moved down to the South, I'm now living in South Carolina, people are way more likely to say hello to you. But that was a huge culture shock. And I get it, living in big cities, you can't say hi to every single person or you'll be saying hi wherever you are, wherever you go. But even when I was living in the suburbs of Chicago, that like wasn't normal. And I don't know, does anybody else, I just want to open up the conversation. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like that anxiety that comes up when you have to see a neighbor? When literally nothing's wrong. You don't have beef. There's nothing wrong. You just feel like, oh, like, I just don't feel like talking right now. And it makes me sad because, again, I am such a people's person. And when feelings like this evoke within me, it makes me look at myself like, why are you being like this? Like, why is it getting so dark? Hello? It's just weird. It's weird. But I also see a lot of it when it comes to, like, I can very easily read other people's body language, and I know when people are anxious that I'm, like, crossing their path or, like with the neighbor, for example, that was a real example. And it just made me see that it's not just a him issue, it's not just a me issue, it's a societal issue. Like, I was literally walking my dogs, I swear, and maybe I'm just projecting because I've done this, but I swear this man was like procrastinating getting his stuff out the car because his like head was hiding behind a certain point where I was walking, he actually couldn't see me. And like, what are the odds that right after I walk past his truck, then he gets out? I might be looking way too much into this, but my point is, I know I'm not the only one that has done this, and I know that you might have too, especially if you've stayed to this point in the video. This might be relatable to you. And I don't know if I really have an objective to this other than to spread awareness about this topic, that we are awkward towards each other, but online it's so normal. But online I can just be like, hey, I can tell you my whole life story and all my deep secrets, but it's because it's not face-to-face. And face-to-face interactions, there's a different type of vulnerability, there's a different type of communication. Online we can comment all of these stuff. You can be the most hateful person on comments on an account that no one knows about, but you would never say that in person, So it's really interesting, the world that we live in, that there's a side of us that is so free and does not care what anyone thinks, especially when you hide behind a masked social media account. But once you're out into the real world, it's like, no one look at me, no one talk to me. And I'm not saying this is everybody, obviously. I love when I actually love small talk. I love when there's fellow beings out there and they're just so happy to talk to people. But from my experience, the majority of people don't want anything to do with us anymore. They don't want anything to do with other humans. They want to go, they want to leave their house and go out into the world, do what they need to do, come home and isolate. And I get it. Some people are more introverted by nature. That's completely fine, but I just have this inkling that in the past it wasn't like this. It wasn't so I'm just like a little ant doing my thing. Don't look to the right or to the left. Like, I'm just gonna do my thing. Oh, no. Like, I feel like this human experience is meant to be shared, especially because this is all of our first times being here, our only times being here. We're all doing this life thing, you know? Like, let's just relate. Like, I feel like if we really recognize that we're all just kind of here figuring out life, we all feel the same emotions. It's, you know, some on different scales, but we're so similar. I think that realizing how similar you are and how you can find things in common with every single human being, with anyone you can relate to, that is so freeing and it's so beautiful, and it brings this sort of interconnectedness to life, and it makes your daily life actually more interesting because, you know, every person that you're passing by, it's not just another bot that's going on about their day. It's somebody that actually is going through a same life experiences with highs and lows and problems and questions and faith and all of these different things. And when we can realize that we're actually not as different as we think that we are, we're actually wildly similar, that might actually draw us closer to people and not be so afraid. And it, you know, I get it. Sometimes there's reasons why you might not want to go talk to your neighbor. Maybe they talk your ear off and you know you have to go, but let me just encourage you. Let me just encourage myself too. Like, say hi to these people. You don't know, like, whoever you are, if it's your neighbor, if you're walking down the street, even just like saying hi to like a cleaning lady at the gym and not just overlooking them because they're just doing their role. Like, the importance and the depth that saying hi can go to another person, that can turn their whole day around. So many people in so many different occupations get overlooked, and I don't mean to steer this conversation in a different way, so let me just go back. Let's just be a little bit more friendly to each other. Like, let's just like show our humanness, you know? If I just can create a single ripple in one of you that is watching, and to, you know, let this spark something new, and then you can go, why is it getting dark? Then you can go say hi to someone. They'll be like, oh, I liked when that person said hi. Then I want to go say hi. And then it's a ripple effect. So let me just start the ripple effect. Say hello to somebody. We're not going to bite. I'm not going to bite. It is a scary world out there, but let's just try to be kind and human and not so socially awkward all the time. Anyways, let me know if you guys can relate. Talk to you in the next one.